Hi, you guys. I'm back. Welcome to Sewing Wednesday. My name is Lorraine, and it's been a while since I've done a video. Actually, it's been 3 weeks, and I had a good reason not to do a video. I don't like to have a lot of drama on my videos, but today I can just say I'm starting off with drama, people. So, first of all, so glad you're joining me today. Um, I've been sick. That's where I've been for the last 3 weeks since I seen you guys last. It was an ordeal, I'm telling you. But the Lord is good. I'm on the other side of it, me and my husband. I started feeling bad with a bad sore throat and bad earache. I was actually at Hobby Lobby buying some DMC thread and some Ada cloth, and I started feeling bad, and that was on a Friday. This has been 2 weeks ago on a Friday. And I went home and I told my husband I just wasn't feeling good, and I wasn't running a fever, and he had not been feeling well 2 weeks prior to that, and the doctor said it was a sinus infection. So I just thought, well, maybe I was getting a sinus infection too. So, but Saturday came, I kept getting worse, and he started feeling worse than what he was feeling prior. And then Sunday, I was sitting on my lazy boy chair just trying to cross stitch this little project I was trying to finish, which I'm going to be showing you guys in just a few minutes. And I just started seeing black dots, and I told my husband, I said, I feel like I'm fixing to pass out. And y'all, I was just sitting there cross stitching. So I said, I need to get to the bedroom. So I started to go to the bedroom, and I actually passed out. Next thing I know, I was on the floor, and my husband was trying to wake me up. And good thing he was behind me, because he caught me so I didn't fall and hit the floor. What a good guy. I'm glad he was able to catch me. So anyway, I was on the floor for a while until my blood pressure came back up. And then I go, what was that all about? And with me and him talking back and forth, I said, you know what? I must be dehydrated, and didn't even know it, because if you don't go to the bathroom all day, something's going on. Especially, I was swigging down water like I normally drink. I drink a lot of water during the day and a lot of liquids. So I thought, what in the world caused me to have that going on? So anyway, we got some Pedialyte in me. I started feeling better. I didn't have that happen anymore. So the next day was Monday, which I already had a doctor's appointment for Monday just for a follow-up checkup. And my husband goes, we're going to that appointment, and I'm going with you. Because at this time I felt so weak, there's no way I could have driven myself. So he came with me, and I went in there, and I told her, I said, I know this is a follow-up checkup for something else, but I said, I don't feel good. And we were masked up and everything, both of us, because we knew that we didn't want to go in there and expose anybody. And she goes, well, I'm going to test you for COVID, strep throat, and flu. She goes, for some reason, COVID is being combined with these other things. And I'm going, well, there's no way. I've got a sinus infection, and I've got what my husband had. He tested 2 weeks ago, didn't have COVID. And the doctor said it was a sinus infection. So anyway, 15 minutes later, after they did all the testing, my doctor came in and she said, Lorraine, you have COVID and you have strep throat. I go, I've got what? I was so shocked, although my throat and ears were hurting so bad. I have not had strep throat since I was 18. And I raised my kids and never got strep throat with them. And it's like, what? So anyway, and she said, and you passed out because you got dehydrated, because these two major infections were just sucking up all the fluids in your body, your body was trying to fight it, that's why you got dehydrated. And if that happened again, I need to go to the hospital and get an IV. So I made sure I drank a lot of Pedialyte, a lot of electrolytes, a lot of fluids, so that did not happen again. And it didn't, thank the Lord. So my husband ended up making an appointment for the next day so he can get checked out, since I had strep and his throat was not hurting, but he said, I better go in to make sure. And he went in and he had COVID and the flu. So between the two of us, we have had an ordeal, but and he seemed to handle it better than I did. COVID, people get it differently. I just happen to have more symptoms with mine, losing the taste, losing smell, no energy. And I'm still working on my energy level, and a lot of fogginess in the brain. I couldn't think clearly sometimes. I'm still working on that too. So, but we both have tested that we don't have COVID anymore. We're just trying to get our strength back. So that's where I've been. That's what's been happening. That's all the drama. I'm sorry I had to share that drama, but I felt like you guys needed to know what was going on my end here and why I didn't show up last Wednesday for my regular 2-week video. That's what was happening. And I'm still a little hoarse. I may need to drink my little, I got some electrolytes going on here. I'm still doing that just until I completely get over this. So, but anyway, so that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. And I hope I don't have to share anything like that again. Oh my goodness. So I did get a few things done. There was a whole week I did not cross stitch. I didn't feel like cross stitch. I didn't want to cross stitch. I thought, will I ever get my cross stitch mojo back? Because I really didn't want to do nothing. But I'm glad to report that I have got my cross stitch mojo back. And I started cross stitching a couple of days ago. But I do have a few things to show you. So let's get started. And I hope you guys are all well out there. Really, I do. I don't want anyone to get what we had. No way. So I hope you guys are all doing well. All right. I want to show you this. I did start something and finish it. And it's the cutest little thing. And it is a free complimentary pattern from Primitive Hare. And you've probably already seen this. This is the cutest little thing. It's called Sister Stitcher. And like I said, it is free. And I started it and finished it. It was like over a weekend type deal. And I made mine into a thread board. I had seen this on Pinterest. And I thought, what a great idea. So, and here it is. And I used my own DMC threads. I did use some of the recommended threads. I believe they were all DMC call fors. Yes. I did use the right ones. Yes, I did use all the DMC threads. Matter of fact, I was at Hobby Lobby getting the threads for this, I believe. No, I wasn't. I was getting threads for something else. Never mind. I'm always at Hobby Lobby. But anyway, this is my little thread board I made. And I put my initial LH for me, and my cross stitch buddy is Carolyn, and I put her initial CP right here. She did make, I did show her, I sent her a picture of this. She did make a comment going, Lorraine, why, you should be the dark-headed one and I should be the light-headed one because I've got gray hair. And I thought, you know, I know that. I had already stitched my initials here when I realized, oh man, I messed up. And I don't want to rip them out. So I said, well, we're just going to have to settle with this. So, but anyway, she's my cross stitch buddy. So this would make a wonderful gift for somebody that you've got a cross stitch buddy. You could put her initials and your initials on it and give it to her as a gift, and keep one for yourself. Make one for yourself. Sister Stitcher, I think it's adorable. And what I did, I just I bought some chipboard from Amazon, and I cut me a piece of chipboard. And chipboard is just a harder cardboard, a thicker cardboard, a little bit more sturdier cardboard. And I put that in between. I put some interface on this first, and then I put the chipboard, and then I put wool felt on the back. And I had bought this felt from a quilt shop. We have a quilt shop near me in Wiley, Texas, called Blue Ribbon Quilt Shop, and they had a whole package of these, like 12 by 12 sheets. So I bought a whole pack of these, and I put that on the back. And then I just went around and whip stitched around the edges. And I got these from Hobby Lobby. These are just little rings, plastic rings, and I sewed them on the bottom like that. I think it's darling. Make a great gift. This is so funny. I got to tell you the story about this. I was in the middle of, doing the whip stitch around it. I was almost done with it. And it was in the evening, and we had a bad thunderstorm come through. And in Texas this time of year, we can get thunderstorms that can have a lot of wind and knock out our electricity here at the house. Well, sure enough, our electricity went out at the house, and it was dark already, and didn't slow me down though. I put my little magnifying glasses on. It's got little lights on that corner. And I was sitting over there, and my husband came in the room. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I want to get this finished." He said, "You are one dedicated cross stitcher." I go, "We all are. Any woman that cross stitches or anybody that cross stitches loves this hobby, and we are dedicated when it comes to wanting to finish something. We will do what it needs to do. We need to do to get the job done." Anyway, I did get this finished. I did get the job done that night. Even sewed the rings on. And we were without electricity about 2 hours, and I did it all with my little magnifying glasses on with a little light shining on it. So anyway, so this is Darling. So I'm going to list this below, and you guys can go get this. Sister Stitcher by Primitive Hare. Really cute. This next thing is, this is also a free complimentary pattern. It's created by Cathy Roy, R-O-Y, and it's French, which I cannot tell you the name of it. La Chalet des Perles. But it's a little egg, a little bunny. And I started this. Now I have not FFO'd it yet, but I thought it was so darling. I did do all the call for colors. They're all DMC. I've got it already cut out, shape of an egg, but there it is. And this is a quick stitch too. Isn't that darling? I love the blues, the different shades of blues up here on the eggs. It's got a rabbit, little bird. And this must be a little flower right here. It's going to be really, really cute. So I hope to have this completely FFO next time I see you guys into an egg. So I'm going to list this below too for you to go and get if you want. So I got that done. And today I'm going to show you, of course, my whips I've been working on, but a few of my hand embroidery I'm also going to show. I've had a few comments wanting to see some more of my hand embroidery that I used to do, the vintage, and some of the things I've made with them. So at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a few of those things if you're interested. So the hand embroidery, I've just pulled a few of them out, not a whole bunch. I've got a lot I could share with y'all, but I'm just going to show a few since y'all mentioned it. I do want to tell you about these little bunny treat bags. I did a video on how to make these, and a few people commented on these also recently because Easter's next month, of course, and they make a cute little treat bag for the kiddos. And they're little bunny treat bags. I've got a video, like I said, on how to, step by step, on how to make these little treat bags. And I even have a video on how to make the pom-poms too. But isn't it darling? So if you're interested in making these, go look, check out my video. I believe it's called Bunny Treat Bags, Do It Yourself. And this was a couple of years ago, I think I did these, or maybe last year. It's been a while. But the little ears, you just untie the little ears, and it opens up right here, and you can fill it up with little treats and just tie the little ears back. And you just embroider the little face on there too. So darling. So anyway, so go check out that video if y'all want to make some of these for your grandbabies. Put in their Easter basket. These two are going to go in my grandbaby's Easter basket. One for him and one for her. All right. Excuse me, I'm going to get a sip of my electrolytes. Oh. That tastes good, by the way. It's mango flavored. My husband bought me that. He's so good. All right, you guys, let's start off with my whips here. We got Cottontail and Company Cupcakes by Sugar Stitches. And this is being done on ivory 14 count Aida. And I'm using 19 DMC colors and of course 2 strands of thread. And I started this last year in March. Isn't this darling? You guys know how I feel about Sugar Stitches. They get the cutest patterns. And they're always so colorful. So since last time, I was missing my yellow thread to finish this little bunny peep. So I went and got it. And so I finished this, the little peep. And I worked on some jelly beans down here. And I think that's all I got done with this one. So let me show you. So cute. I finished filling this in with the little darker yellow and finished his eyes. And I started working on these little jelly beans down here. This pattern, I'm telling you, with the colors and everything, it looks good enough to eat, people. I love the colors. So there you have it. Cottontail and Company Cupcakes by Sugar Stitches. I hope to do more on this week and get a lot more done. I want to get that other side done, that other cupcake. And some more of the border. Darling. So cute. I love this time of year. I love the colors. I love everything about it, the spring. All right. Okay, this doesn't have to do anything with spring. You guys know me and Carolyn started a sow January 1st at midnight. And she's finished hers. We call it the Winter Blues. And I'm not finished mine. Matter of fact, I was trying to work on it when I wasn't feeling well this past week. And I messed up on it so many times. And I still got to frog stuff out. So I just put it aside for right now. But I'm almost done. I'm going to show you what I've got done so far. Still got my needle in here. Let me take it out of the hoop. Got it in a little hoop. Well, anyway, winter is almost gone, and I'm still not done with this. So, but I will get it done. It's Over the Fields We Go by JBW Designs. And I'm almost done. I'm over here. I just got this section to go. But like I said, I messed up 2 or 3 times, and I thought, okay, put it up. I'll get back to it. So, and I want to thank you guys, the ones that did join us and posted your pictures on Instagram. So this is what I've got done so far, and pardon the thread right there. And it's really wrinkled, but it's been a fun stitch. And I've got to frog this out again. This will be the second time I've frogged this out. I messed up on the tree over here, but you know what? No one will ever know it, and I'm not frogging that out either. But anyway, that is my JBW Designs Over the Fields We Go. And like I said, Carolyn has got hers done. Wish I could show you hers, but I can't. She's in Maryland, and I'm in Texas. But hers turned out really darling. And she finished hers about a month ago. I'll catch up, girl. I'll catch up and finish it. So there you go. I love the blue. Let me tell you the color blue I'm using. We picked our own colors. Carolyn picked her blues. My blue is not 806. That's the color, DMC color I'm using, 806. I'm not even sure what Carolyn was using, but hers is darker. I believe the blue she picked was darker. So I plan on having that one done next time I see y'all, and I'll show it to y'all. Okay, this next one is so darling. This is, excuse the plastic paper. I still have it in a big plastic bag. I need to make a project bag for this. But this is Children's Garden. I believe that's the name of it. Hold on. I want to make sure I tell you right. Children's Garden by Butternut Road. And it's being done on 16 count Aida ivory. And it's 2/2. I'm using all the DMC colors. And this is it. Isn't this cute? I'm over here. I've done a little bit on the bottom here. And I've gone up on his trousers, his legs. I'm still working on his shirt, but I've almost got his little shirt done. And I've started on his head. I really wanted to get to his whole head and get it done, but didn't do it. But I'm almost there. So let me show you how darling this one is. Isn't he adorable? Oh my gosh, he's going to be so, so cute. So I've got the back of his neck done. And right here is his little slit for his eye. I haven't put that in yet, in his nose. And this is all his hair I'm fixing to add. And he's holding a little rake. I've got, I haven't got the rake, of course, done yet, but I've got his little hand done. So, and I'm still working on his shirt. I've got a few things I need to fill in. That's white that's going to go in there. So I need to just fill that in. That's all the same color. But isn't he darling? It's going to be so, so cute. And this is a fun stitch too. I love Lavender and Lace, Butternut Road, Toad in the Garden series. They're all by Marilyn Levitt Emblem. And just beautiful. She did beautiful work. So there you have it. Children's Garden, Butternut Road. It's so cute. So cute. All right, let me see what's next. Okay. This next one is by Twin Peak Primitives, and it's the alphabet sampler. You guys haven't seen this in about a month. I try to keep it in my rotation. Some of these really big ones, which is a lot of mine are real big ones, I just rotate them, you know, around every couple of weeks so I can get some work done on them. But I started this on October of last year. It's on 16 count. It's on a tea and coffee stain Aida that I did. And it's 16 by 16 is the finished size. And it's using all DMC colors. And what I've done since last time you saw it, I added another one of these little motifs up here. And then I've added C. I'm kind of look down and see what I've done. C, D, and M. So I pretty much have done this much. And I started on the crown. This is such a pretty piece too. The colors are just so beautiful. I love the blue and the reds and the pinks. But there you have it. So I've added this one, and I've added the C and the D and the L and the M, and I've started on the bottom of the N right there. This is going to be such a large piece. Like I said, it's 16 by 16. That's the cross stitch portion of it. But these colors, there's several colors of blues and pinks and reds. It's making this look so beautiful. So I can't wait to do some more work on this. So this is Alphabet Sampler by Twin Peak Primitives. So pretty. I just realized I don't have my board, my little project board. Oh well. I know where it's at, but I'm not going to mess with it now. I'm almost done with my video. Hopefully you guys can see my cross stitch stuff, okay? Okay, this next one is Lavender and Lace, and it's my Winter Rose. And it's being done on 14 count white Aida. And I started this last year in June. It's a lot of blending in this one, back stitching. There she is. And last time you guys have seen her, I had finished her. I just haven't done the back stitching yet. And I finished this. So I've made my way up here and I'm working on the top here. I'm almost got her done. I'm going to leave it in the hoop. But there she is. So I've made my way up here and I'm working on here. And then the border's going to go across here. So now you can kind of see the size it's going to be. There's the border here and this is the corner here where the top is. She's going to be so beautiful. I can't wait to get her done. This will be my first lavender and lace piece to be done. It's going to be soon. The Winter Rose by Lavender and Lace. So pretty. Can't wait to get it done and get it framed. I got to figure out where I would take it to get it framed. I guess Hobby Lobby would do it, or Michael's. I'll have to check it out. Who do y'all use? Y'all let me know who y'all use. Y'all have a place y'all go to. All right, you guys. Y'all been waiting for the pigs. I know you have. The pigs are coming. The pigs are coming. Stacy Nash Primitives. I'm telling you. I love this pig pattern. And I know a few of y'all have gotten it too. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I have. There it is, the Spotted Pigs Pin Keep. And I'm doing this on 14 count Aida. The color is Silver Fox. And it's by Fiber on a Whim from Salty Yarns in Maryland. And I know you hear me every time I talk about this Aida, but I love this Aida cloth. It's so soft, it's easy to work with. So anyway, I've got the pigs done. I finished filling her in. I had a few more spots I needed to do with her. I've done the pins up here. And I've done the butterflies. There's a couple of butterflies. I still have to do this one down here. I love this. This one makes me happy. There you go. Look at these pigs. So I've added the word pins, did the border around it, and added these two little butterflies. And I filled in her little spots. Cutest little pattern. And like I said, I'm probably not going to make it a pin keep since I'm doing it on 14 count. It's turning out fairly large. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with it. But whatever I do with it, it's going to be darling. I mean, this pattern's just the cutest, I'm telling you. So that's Stacy Nash Primitives, the Spotted Pin Keep. Or no, the Spotted Pigs Pin Keep. Cute, cute, cute. I love it when you guys let me know what y'all are working on. If y'all are working on some of the ones I'm working on, or you have it in your stash to work on in your collection of patterns. I love it. And I also like when you let me know what you like, what I'm working on. If it really speaks to you, let me know. Say, oh, Lori, I really like what you're working on. I really like this. I love it when we communicate. Okay, this next one is my last, no, that's not my last one. I got one more after this one. Miss Nettie's Needle Usefuls by Chessie and me. And I'm doing this on 28 count even weave. And the reason I'm having to do it on 28 count is because there's 1/1 in the lettering. Ended up Miss Nellie was 2/2. So it was no big deal. I thought she was 1/1, but once I got to her, it's just the lettering above her is 1/1. But anyway, I've finished this part, and I'm over here. I've got her done, and I got her little cat done, and I've started on the wording up here. So, and I got the little scissors in her hand done too. So since the last time you saw her, I got her finished and got her little cat, little ball of yarn, scissors, all this right here, this, and I started on the wording, which I've gotten off count a few times on that wording. So I'm having to figure out what I'm doing with this even weave. But it's still turning out pretty good. This one's going to be darling too. I can't wait to get this done so I can make it into this needle book. And you guys know I've already did the little scissor fobs here. I showed y'all, I think last video, that I finished that and I put little buttons there. I want to do this too. So here you go, Miss Nellie's Needles Usefuls by Chessie and me. Darling. I love all my projects. I do. All right, and the last one as far as my whips that's got to do with cross stitching is this one. This is by Brenda Gervais. And it's 14 count Aida that I'm doing it on. Ivory. And I picked my own DMC threads for this because she's listed Classic Color Works, I believe, and Weeks Dye Works for her embroidery floss. Yes, so I use DMC conversions for this. So it's called Welcome Spring by Brenda Gervais. And last time you guys saw it, I only had the very bottom done, and I had his legs done. And I've moved my way up on his body, and I've got this part done and the little wheels for the, well, one of the wheels for the wagon. So let me show you. There you go. He still doesn't have a head yet, but he's getting there. I can't wait to get him done and then get over here with the wagon where the little bird is sitting there with a whole bunch of eggs. It's going to be so cute. Brenda Gervais makes the prettiest little patterns. I just love her patterns. I've done many of hers. So there you have it. Welcome Spring by Brenda Gervais. Alrighty. Got an itchy nose. All these fibers flying around. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is, I know I mentioned I was going to show you some of my hand embroidery. So, I wanted to show you something I'm working on. Back in the 1930s, and it might have been in the 40s and 50s too, in the newspaper they used to put embroidery patterns in there and you could cut them out. And I know as a little girl, my mother used to have some of these clippings from newspapers. And they might have been still in the newspapers even at that time, I don't know. But she would wait for the newspaper and there would be clippings once in a while in there with recipes. And I remember her cutting some out, or she had some that she cut out. Gosh, it's been so long ago, I can't remember exactly how it happened. I just know she had old newspaper clippings. I don't know if they were new newspapers or ones that she'd had. But anyway, she would get her hand embroidery patterns out of it. Well, anyway, there was someone called Betsy Dean at this time this is in 1930s, I believe, that would draw up these beautiful hand embroidery patterns and put them in the newspaper or magazine. And anyway, so this one I'm fixing to show you is actually a copy from that time period, and it's a little rabbit pushing her baby rabbit. And I thought this was so darling, so I wanted to start on this. So I printed it out and traced it with my LED tracer light on some fabric using a frictional pen that's heat sensitive, that you add heat, it'll disappear. And I'm doing it all in blue. And that's how much I've gotten done. I think this is the cutest little pattern, especially with the baby down here. Now I did add a little curve to her mouth, like she's smiling, because my husband goes, looks like she's mad. I go, oh, she does look like she's mad. You see her little mouth right there. So I did add a little bit of a smile to that baby's face. So that's what I'm working on. And I'll list this below where you can get this. These patterns are normally free, that you can just print them off because they're so old. They're already out of the public domain thing, whatever it's called. So, and the next thing I'm working on, I've got a little project bag. I made this a while back, and I keep my hand embroidery in project bags that's got hand embroidery on the front, so I know it's not my cross stitch, it's hand embroidery items in here. And I might have did a tutorial on how I made this. I think I did a while back. So if you're interested in how to make this project bag, I've got how to do it. I don't know which video it is, but it's a while back, so you can go look for it. But let me show you what more I've got in here. And like I said, I just keep my hand embroidery in here that I'm working on, or I need to finish. And these are 3 little kittens. I still got my needle in here. 3 little kittens washing their mittens. And it is a wrinkled mess because it's been folded up in there a long time. Isn't that cute? So I've got that in this project bag. And I've got one other project bag I'm going to show you real quick. This is another one I've made with the little Sew on Wednesday kitty cat. And I just quilted the front, did this on the back. And let me see what's in here. I'm not even sure what's in here. What am I working on in here? Oh, okay. This is Friday, Clean House Day. It's one of the dog series. And it's wrinkled. But that's what I've got in there. And of course I can't iron these because I've gotten traced on with the heat sensitive pen. So it's got to stay wrinkled until I get them all embroidered. Then I can press it and the ink will disappear. So yeah, that's the only thing about that. You know, you can't press it and make it look pretty to show everybody until you completely finish the sewing, or your ink will disappear. And the next thing I'm going to show y'all, and the reason I'm showing you guys, I've had a few people comment they wanted to see some of my finished products. And one of them is this quilt I made, and I know I've shown this before, but I'm going to show it again. Since I'm fixing to put it out, I'm probably going to put it out over here underneath my dollhouse for the spring, which I need to still decorate my little sewing room for spring. I still got Valentine's stuff up, so. But anyways, my quilt that I made, And it's got all these little vintage kitty cats on it. And it's a different one for each panel. Well, I might have one of the same on one. I mean, no, they're all different. I'm sorry. They are all different. And these are just vintage cats, and I'll list below where you can probably get these. I normally get mine from French Knots. It's a blog that offers these for free. Like I said, French Knots, and the other one is Do-Si Do, that offers a lot of vintage patterns for free. So I will post that link below also, if I can find those links. This has been a long time since I've went to their website. Hopefully they're still up and going. But yeah, this is my little quilt. Caroline actually helped me put this together because she's the quilter. And this is the back. Just a little confetti pattern on the back. So, but I'm still getting comments about this. I showed this off a while back when I first made it, and I'm still getting comments that want to see it again. So, and this next thing is, it's a apron I made, and it's got a hand embroidery rooster on the pocket. This is the apron. Got little pleats on the bottom. Big bow goes around the back, and then you can tie it around to the front. And that's what's on the pocket. I just love that. I love the red rickrack too. Cute, cute, cute gift to give someone. I used to have an Etsy shop where I sold my aprons on. And I also used to give them away too. And I still do. If someone is getting married, I give them a handmade apron as a wedding gift. So, and here's one more apron I'm going to show you. And this one is so, so darling. It's got watermelon and ants all over the fabric. And then I put watermelon and orange, I think orange and grapes on the pocket there. And I made some yo-yos and some rickrack across the top. And these are just little tiny yo-yos I made right here. Right here. But isn't that darling? I just love that. Okay, you guys, well that's all my embroidery I want to show you today. Maybe I can add some more if y'all still are interested in seeing it. Maybe at the end of all my videos I can just show you a couple of items I've made in the past, because I've got a lot. Like I said, I hand embroidered for years before I started cross stitching. So I love cross stitching. I also love hand embroidery, but right now I'm hooked on cross stitch. So my hand embroidery is kind of set. You know, I'll pull out a piece once in a while and work on it, like the rabbit. I've just made that up. I mean, pulled that out and started on that. And I thought, you know, I'm going to finish that. So, all right, you guys, I got through the video without too much of a fogginess going on and no coughing. And my voice is a little hoarse, but hey, I think I did pretty good considering what's happened. So, well, I'm so glad you guys joined me today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope y'all have some fun cross stitching or whatever you're doing, whatever kind of handwork you're doing. So anyway, until next time, God bless you guys, and I plan on seeing you in 2 weeks. And remember, one stitch at a time will get you there, one stitch at a time. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging in with me. Okay, bye-bye now.